lovelies, today's video is on my makeup story, and this was actually very requested, and at first I thought I was just going to sit down and talk about makeup, but then I realized this is a tag video, so tag, you're it, this is my makeup story, and I absolutely take all of you to do it. I'm going to post the questions down below, so I want to see you guys either post a video response or just post your answers in the questions, because I really want to know kind of your guys' opinion, how you got into makeup. Everyone here is just amazing, and I love you all to death, so I don't know, I just have this craving to know more and more about you because each one of you is special and individual, and I don't know, it's like I wish I knew you guys better. But thank you so much for all the get well wishes. I think I've been getting better just because of you because I have been feeling a little bit better. I have like mononucleosis, so it's crazy. Also, this outfit, super cute. I just did a outfit of the day tutorial on this. It's full of runway style, color blocking, kind of a little bit out of the box for me, but we all have to get out of the box sometime. So be sure to go check that out. Also, this manicure has lasted me forever. Go look at it, and you guys can use any color. It doesn't have to be this bright pink. So yeah, you guys have the questions, I believe, and I will kind of answer them now. Let me have my posties. Let's get into this. And also I have, oh, you guys are moving. Earthquake! That's actually not funny. So yeah, I'm gonna look down here and that's when I'm reading the questions. I have my acne story. That is a little bit more in depth on the acne part of makeup and how it affected my life. So there's part 1 and part 2 because it's a super long video, but go check that out if you guys do want to get to know a little bit more about me. Also, I don't know if you guys want like the yearly videos kind of telling about my life story. If that even interests you, let me know. And if it doesn't, be like, that's the most boring thing I've ever heard of. And then I'll get the hint. Also, this foundation I've actually been loving. I think my skin has been getting a little bit better. I am going to tell you guys what's been up with my skin, but I want to make sure I perfect it before I do that because I don't want to give off any misleading information either. But this, I have a video tutorial for a look like this. Only this is the like foundation skin part of that, and then just different makeup because I'm gonna be going out later with my fam bam. Let's actually get to this tag video, Cassandra. Seriously? Okay. At what age did I start getting into and wearing makeup? Well, that is kind of confusing. In 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, well, 6th and 7th grade, I had a friend, and her name was Eileen. And she was a little bit different. She was the only person I felt like I could really identify with. I remember the first day of 6th grade. I got ready, and I had gone to Target to go get some clothes, and I was looking all preppy and cute. I was like, I'm a cutie. And I met this other girl, and she was completely different. And she was sitting in the back of the class. She looked really sad, and out of all the other people, she was the one I was drawn to. And I don't know why, because everyone else was excited, and I wanted to talk to everyone. I was like, what's your name? What's your name? My name's Cassie. I'm a Girl Scout. And it was like, I was so excited to talk to everyone, but there was this one girl that just wasn't like that. And for some reason, I was really drawn to her. I was like, what's wrong? Can I help you? Are you feeling okay? And we started talking. We exchanged phone numbers. I nicknamed her Beanie, like a bean burrito. That was a good old time in 6th grade. And then I guess as I got to know her, I didn't know this, and you know, it's really not my business to talk about, but she had a couple of mental issues. She had anorexia. She had anxiety, OCD, and a couple of other things, and I completely felt for her, but she didn't tell me she had these, and at the same time, some of her symptoms were not being treated by a doctor, and when I look back, I feel like those were kind of taken out on me, but she was the person who actually introduced me to makeup. She wore super, super, super dark brown eyes, not brown, but black, like straight up black, and I remember going to the store and buying some black eyeliner, and I put it on and she started yelling at me. She's like, you're trying to copy me. But I really looked up to her because she was a little bit older than me, but like a month, and I was like, I'm sorry. And she's like, I made you. And that hurt. I was like, you did not make me. I made myself, and you should be honored that I decided to make myself into something that looked remotely like you because I appreciate you in my life. But she didn't get it. Anyways, I remember my grandma, I wore it everywhere, and people would look at me crazy, and I would shop at Hot Topic, all this other stuff, and my grandma took me out to a MAC counter, and she was like, we're gonna do your makeup, and I remember the MAC lady saying, you can't do all this dark makeup, all this stuff, and my step-grandma, she's my step-grandma, Jean, she is amazing, I love her to death, but at that time I was kind of resentful, because I could tell they were trying to tell me, like, what to do, and I was like, nuh-uh. Y'all can't tell me what to do. So I was a little bit angry. I didn't actually even touch the stuff. But yeah, things just went really, really, really downhill with my friend Eileen and all this other stuff. She was sent away in 8th grade to a place to go recover from some of her conditions. That's when I met Carly and Savannah, and these are just two crazy people, and they didn't really wear makeup much, but we all went to concerts together. And I guess from the version from 6th grade to 8th grade, I went from emo kid to gothic kid to scene kid, if you guys know what those stereotypes are. And I'm not saying that's exactly what I was, but that's who I was either trying to be or who I would identify myself as at that time. So basically I would go to these concerts with these two awesome friends. They were awesome possum, and I would that's when I really got into makeup. I would just get these bright, vibrant colors and I would put them all over, and I would just go all this crazy stuff. And my parents, by the way, were so unhappy with makeup ever since I started wearing makeup in 7th grade, 8th grade. They were really, really mad, and they were like, you can't wear that. So I'd have to put it on at school and then take it off before I went home. They didn't know I wore makeup until freshman year. But I had really bad acne this entire time, and freshman year is actually when I started putting on powder. Anyways, I would wear these super bright, 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 bright eye makeups. La la la. And it was really fun because it was a way for me to express myself, match to my clothes, and I got attention, and I really, really liked that, just because after losing my best friend to this taken away place, I felt like, you know, I was craving the attention of everyone to kind of make up for that. This is totally turning into such a rambling story. What am I at here? 7 minutes? Oh my god. Okay, so, where was I? Yeah, so freshman year I started wearing foundation, and at first I would put on this really white powder and it wouldn't stick at all. Then I would put on, I used eyeshadow when I ran out. It was a disaster. 7th grade is when I started getting a little bit better at makeup. Super bright blush. Didn't do anything to my lips, but just decked it out in the eyes. And if you guys go see my acne story video, you guys can see pictures of me as a scene kid, and I might even put them in right here. So that's kind of who I was. Then I graduated early. I graduated my sophomore year, and that's when I really got into makeup because of modeling, because of my skin. I have videos for all this, so click the bottom tab for modeling videos if you guys want to get into modeling, my modeling portfolio, anything you guys want to see. And if there's something I don't have, that's what the little bottom tab comment thing is for you guys to tell me what you want to see. Where was I? That's when I really got into makeup, and because of my acne, I really kind of took off, and I had this extra time because I wasn't in school. I was kind of planning for med school, stuff like that. I was thinking about going to Stanford, but because I had graduated as a sophomore, but at the same time, at the end of sophomore year. But at the same time, I was like, you know, not really sure what I wanted to do, still not really sure, but slowly figuring it out. So yeah, that is what age I got into makeup. How did I get into makeup? I guess I just answered that too. So yay! 2 birds with 1 stone, only it was really long, so maybe it was negative. Here's the other thing. My mom is not a girly girl. She never wears makeup. She didn't even wear foundation on her wedding day. She has always been really naturally pretty. Maybe I'll post a photo. But she never wore makeup, she never needed it, and she never taught me how to do it. She didn't let me shave until I was in 7th grade. I was like, okay. And everyone else was, and they looked at me super funny, and I was like, stinky. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I didn't really have that influence. And my grandma, she was an influence with makeup, but I didn't want to accept her influence because she was also a really girly girl, and at that time I was like a darker person, I guess you could call it, just with my style, with everything. Alright, what are some of my favorite brands of makeup? This is so hard because I believe you guys can get creative with anything. Also, if you guys notice in my tutorials, I don't always tell you the names of products, and the reason why is because I might be using something, but I feel like you guys need to use what's best for you. So if I don't say the name of a blush or a foundation powder or an eyeshadow, it's because you guys can totally go out and use whatever you already have. It's like you don't have to go out and buy all this expensive stuff just because it's MAC or just because it's something else. That's why I don't say names, but some of my favorite products, definitely Makeup Forever. The entire line, the shadows, the blushes, the foundation is amazing, as you guys probably know from my foundation video. What else? I, of course, do love MAC. I'm a junkie. Makeup is almost like a hobby for me, not just, you know, a thing or something that I put on every day. I don't even put it on every day. But let's see, MAC, definitely NARS. Definitely Makeup Forever. Drugstore wise, I am super duper in love with that's actually kind of hard. Because as far as drugstore makeups, like I love Covergirl foundations, but I love Rimmel eyeliners, and then I love Maybelline mascaras. So it's kind of all over the place. It's very eclectic, but don't let anything limit you guys. Go out and get whatever you guys like best and create. Because that's what makeup's about. Okay, what does makeup mean to me? I don't even wear makeup every day. At a time in my life, makeup was the only way that I felt self-confident about myself. Because of my skin, because of my acne, it was the only way I could get up every morning. I wouldn't even look at my family without makeup on just because I felt like such a failure. But now I go without makeup all the time. It has helped clear up my skin. My boyfriend is like the best guy ever, so sorry to everyone who's not dating him. I know that sounds really stuck up, and I'm sorry because I really don't mean to be that way, but I am just so blessed to have him in my life. So what does makeup mean to me? Now it is totally creative. I love creating with makeup. It's a way to enhance your natural beauty. It's a way to feel special, feel unique, just really get creative. And for me, makeup with YouTube and everything, it has been such a way for me to reach out to everyone else. And I've always been the kind of person, I love helping people. And makeup has just been this amazing medium that helps me just kind of like reach out and touch so many different people and just, you know, hear back from you guys. It's like warm fuzzies everywhere. I love it. Okay, that was really random. Please excuse that. For face products that I can't live without, does this have to be like foundation, blush, concealer, or does it have to be actual names? For products that I would not live without, some sort of foundation. Oh, does this count sunscreen? Because I would do sunscreen. As far as makeup goes, I would say foundation. Mascara is definitely a must. Pigments, because they can be used as lips or eyes or all sorts of things like that. I have a pigments video, check it out. And probably contour, because contour can be used as blush, pigments can be used as blush, but contour is really the only thing that can be used as contour. So those are the four that I wouldn't live without. What is my favorite thing about makeup? The ability to create. It's amazing. I love going out and decking out and just being like, turning myself into somebody else. Like, I can look like different people. It's super crazy. I can put it on and people have mistaken me for Kelly Clarkson because I like shaped my face differently. Like, you can transform your face with makeup. It's super crazy. Halloween, doing it on other people. Oh my god, I love it. So that's super fun. Also, I'm going to be having a voting tutorial soon. You guys voted on the last one. I'm going to be posting that very soon. The next one I'm going to be posting is one that you're going to vote on, and I'm going to completely turn myself into somebody new. So be sure to either click subscribe if you haven't already or go check for it because it is awesome. Drugstore versus high-end. I'm not going to say that price matters, but I definitely do prefer high-end makeup. Like if you're going to say CVS or Ulta versus Sephora, I'm definitely going to choose Sephora. And the reason why is because they do have products there that I can't live without that are not available at drugstores. And they do usually have a much wider selection. So I do prefer higher end, but don't let that limit you guys. If you guys only want to buy drugstore, if that's all that's available to you, it works amazingly as well. Also, I really don't care for high-end mascaras. Yeah, they're good, but I can find the exact same things at drugstores. So seriously, drugstore mascara is my favorite, but usually blushes, some colors, definitely eyeshadows, I do like to find at higher end places. And that's just me. But please guys, do whatever works for you. And actually tell me what you guys like better. Are you feeling the same? Are you feeling different? How do you feel about that kind of stuff? I can't read because it's sideways. Oh, okay. Advice for a makeup beginner. Assess yourself. Go look in the mirror. Say, do I have flaws? If so, what are they? Do I want to cover them? Or do I want to just slightly kind of mute them? Like today this is muted because you can still see my acne, you know? So it's not completely covered, but it's a little bit muted. I think I look really washed out because of this lipstick. Kind of take what you like about yourself and play it up. So let's say you're a girl. Let's say you're heading into high school. You have a couple pimples on your face. You want to kind of hide them. and basically just play up your features, because that's always going to be the thing that looks best for you. You don't have to go out and buy this all expensive stuff. Start with the cheapo dollar store, drugstore stuff, so that way you can get used to applying it, get good at that. You can pick up some brushes. Don't spend a ton of money on MAC brushes unless you actually know what you're doing. If you're a beginner, go get something like Sigma. Only get a couple staples, like definitely eyeshadow brushes and maybe a face brush, maybe a blush brush, because that's all you're really going to need. But just practice, 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 practice. Every night before you go to bed, practice putting on eyelashes and, you know, liquid liner so you guys can learn how, because that's what I had to do for 3 weeks. I had to put it on every night before bed before I got it right. But do that, keep practicing, play up your features, and, you know, if you're a beginner, just experiment with new things. And ask other people for their advice, because they might say, girl, you are hideous, and, you know, don't get offended. Take their advice, because they're telling you something that you can learn from. Or they might say, girl, you look like $10 million bucks, and then you know, hey, I'm doing this right. Mononucleosis. Oh, anyways, for instance, I posted a makeup tutorial just a couple days ago called like the Urban Decay Colorful Eyes, and people were like, don't do red lips with bright eyes. And yes, I know that, but I was just going at the box, so sorry for knowing. They said it looks uneven. It was because of the lighting. If you look like half of my face is in shadow. But, definitely take other people's advice. A lot of people, it seemed, did not like that tutorial, so I probably won't be posting more like that. And for those who will, maybe I will. Maybe it'll be like a blog exclusive. But definitely listen to people, because they are going to tell you amazing things. That was a lot for a beginner, sorry. One makeup trend I never understood. It's like the quietest I've been all day. That's really hard, because honestly, I see the creativity, the spark in everything. And to say there's a trend that I don't understand, it's like, I understand every single one, not completely, but I understand this is someone's expression. This is someone's way of going out of the box. This is someone's way of being creative, and creativity doesn't really have limits for me. So I kind of do understand it. I'll do, I guess, maybe a makeup trend I don't really like. I don't like nude lips and purple blush, because it really makes you look dead. But I understand it. And then if you're getting creative, that may be like the finishing touch to your look. So, gosh, decisions. Oh, this one's super fun. Okay, what do I think about the beauty community on YouTube? Do I even need to talk about this one? You guys have no idea how much I love you. I can tell you things, I can open up to you and show you guys things that I cannot tell people in my everyday life. You guys and my boyfriend know more about me than anyone else ever has, because I'm a very deep person, but I'm also very reserved. So seriously, I have to say that you guys have been one of the biggest influences for me. Continually posting videos, continually updating, just having all this support from so many different people and getting to know you guys. It's like having best friends that I never had. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for being so supportive, for dealing with my mononucleosis voice. It'll be gone soon. Be sure to post below, because a lot of people say, oh, you know, I want to talk to you guys, I want, you know, subscribers to post and all, but they don't really feel, I don't feel like they mean it, because I try to respond to them and they never talk to me, and I'm like, you know, practice what you preach, lady. But for me, like, I'm telling you genuinely, I want to get to know you guys, because I appreciate you so much. I see you guys, and I see the creativity in all of you, the ideas that all of you have, the things you request, the things you guys say. You guys are all such funny personalities. So please, even if you don't do a video response, just post the comments in below. Tell me about you guys. Facebook me, Twitter me, just let me get to know you guys. So I love you so much. I want to say thank you for really helping me be comfortable with who I am, because I go out with, you know, my acne showing nowadays, and I never did that in the past. But having you guys is like, oh my god, warm fuzzies all over again. So, mwah, I love you guys so much, and I mean it every single time I do that. So there's 2 more, and I guess I will talk to y'all in the next video. Be sure to check the bottom tab for all these links mentioned. and I will speak to you guys very, very soon. Bye!